let's see what Faze has got to bring into this. This one feels very much like a coin flip just out of uncertainty, but I don't know. With the way that Snappy called this map yesterday, I have a hard time picking against him, even if my brain tells me Faze, my body's telling me Ence.
Yeah, I feel very split about this. We'll see if they have the same level of prep against Faze, if they actually understand the team just as well. We're getting into it, ladies and gentlemen. Ence versus Faze. A final map in this one to try and get a spot at the Legends stage already. Just avoid the nightmare of the Challenger stage. Move on from it. Madden's already low on health hits. Brokey to open it up, but the trades continue. Snappy with a double of his own before he goes down in a 3-on-3 actually.
And importantly, Madden gets gushed early through the smoke in middle, so he can't actually challenge. He's moving over, but he can't actually put any resistance into his position. So D is going to slide in. Maui wanted to see a little bit more out of him. He was excellent against OG. Those dualies have got to sing.
He's hoping for a peak shot on somebody there, but nobody responding to his jiggles. Bomb is planted, only just barely. They're running for it. No kit at the moment in play. Dihar is there. You wanted the dualies to really work for him, and he's already got 2 of them. Through the smoke, then he'll be able to stop the bomb. Oh my god.
Does he have it? No kit?
I think he's got it.
Yeah,
I think
I do too.
Just got it. That is so scary. When that bullet connects through the smoke and you don't have a diffuse kit, you might just run out of time, but they are going to be able to pick it up. Ence will win the round, and a good start to Anubis.
Dia having a good day with pistols, man. Overpass now here with the dualies. Absolutely perfect on the retake. These are great shots from Snappy as well, who's delivered a pretty damn good series himself in the leadership role. But Dia sliding in gets all the important frags to be able to make this work and making sure he's aggressive through the smoke. That Twist can't get a second chance at taking down the diffuser. 1-0 for Ence on the CT side.
Well, unquestionably, a couple of ways that could have gone really badly for them. But they made up for it. It's not a problem. They buy 4 M4s. They're absolutely expecting Ence that there's going to be pressure applied, and they're not wrong. Boost up. It's a classic on this map. Did he get spotted yet? Well, okay. Now they know.
Molotov is going to force Rain to drop down towards Canals. Nowhere else to go. And that might force Faze to readjust. They wanted to bring numbers in middle towards Madden's position, but didn't get what they wanted. Rop still waiting outside boats, looking for the A push. Twist and Brokey left to their own devices in middle to start getting Twist in position.
Cool little boost in the corner. They are giving up on it just as Rain is starting to arrive, and he got so far into the bomb site. Think of what a risk it is to try and take that kind of a peek. Now he's going to be calling in some teammates saying, yeah, they're probably going to come for me here, so won't be able to make it out, unfortunately. It's the right idea.
Oh.
Madden pushing, though. Yeah,
he bit on that hard. Now that smoke, ooh, they're going to respect it. Diha's still here, deploys the defensive utility. Faze wanted to take advantage of that push. They might have thought that was going to be the sole A defender. Madden running out to his death. So Snappy's got a decision make as the player between both bomb sites, and he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off in CT spawn.
This kind of play for Nerds and trying to help the A-bomb side by pushing out aggressively is something actually did against OG, and it kind of worked as well. Good trade in the middle. Carrigan will drop Snappy. And now just a 2-man defense. Nerds and Diha quite far away from each other, but the clock is running against Faze at the moment. Even if they have a man advantage here, they need the bomb plant. Carrigan is going to be going down, and a planting on the other side. Diha does not want to swing it. 2-on-2.
Diha needs to keep as much attention as he possibly can to the bomb site. Oh, he's giving it up. Rop Sauce just slides into an off angle. Nerds can't handle it, so Diha's going to take the opportunity, wants to find one. Now he's got an isolated fight against Rops at the pillar, and he catches Diha in a reload. Faze back on the board in the round number 2.
That was so close. He probably could have tried to hug the wall instead of falling back behind that arch there, but yeah, it's all hindsight at that point in time.
I actually thought Snappy coming towards that B connector was going to join up with Diha at the A connector, and they were going to actually be able to double up and at least eliminate the mid portion of that round. But that's a really impressive T-sided round from Faze, considering they had to go through like 3 different options, right? They got stopped in mid initially, then they got stopped trying to go to the A bomb site to take advantage of Madden's push, then they turned it into a split, they turned it into a rain lurk and dark. They had a lot of different things that they had kind of had to improvise as that round went on.
Kind of a standard Molotov coming out, reloading that pistol right in front, and Carrigan, because he's got the MAC-10, he's got no worries about pushing through the smoke, and they're going to clear out this bomb site, no issue.
Counting bullets like cards as well, just realized the entire deagle was empty at that point by the time he's jumping through, so the spam doesn't work whatsoever, and Faze have a free bomb site. Towards A, going to get things planted. And take a 2-1 lead moving forward as Snappy, Nerds, and Sunpias just save what they can. Fully invested into the round. They want to rinse and repeat, bring them forward, and try again in round 4.
Such a shame for Ence not being able to capitalize on that pistol more than just winning the one round there. Would have been nice to build on top of it and just extend the lead a bit further on.
For those maybe joining us a little bit late in the series, qualification series between Ence and Faze. Winner of this moves on to the Legend stage 3-0 throughout the Challenger stage. The loser is going to have to play at least once more series for chances at qualifying. On the B stream at the moment, we have Gamer Legion taking on Mouse. That is an elimination series. The loser goes home. And coming up later today on this stream, we have one more series left. Waiting for this to finish is going to be Liquid Fluxo. Losing team of that is eliminated from the Blast TV Paris Major.
Give me a quick
Liquid.
percentage. All right.
100.
100%.
Okay, 99.
99, Jason. Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. I know a few people who might lose their minds if that doesn't work out.
I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
The internet would.
Yeah, the internet. Well, they do that anyway. One way or another, that's going to happen. Round number 4 is here. We've got one flashbang on Madden. We've got a C-set 75 on Sunpias. And a pretty clean round. They've already got it. It's already been won.
Yeah, nice and easy. Single kill on Twist, and that's all she wrote. Be great if you could find this Galil at the end of the day. Not the most valuable weapon to keep into the next round, but anything helps. And obviously the money it provides you is great. That's just the MAC-10. Rops isn't going to let anything be recovered. Takes down Sunpias. And it's all Faze across the board. Nert's just chilling in T-spawn. He's got the armor that he can save. So 3-1 moving forward into the gun rounds for Ence.
Yeah, Nert's hoping to steal an AK at the end. If they get a bit close. Doesn't seem like anyone will at the moment. But it's worth a shot anyway, isn't it? 3-1 in favor of Faze. It's a nice start. Wow. We didn't really get to see too much of Ence's CT side either in their first game against OG on this map. I mean, there were 7 rounds played, but when you think the amount of gun rounds, it's not a whole lot. It was a 12-3 half for Ence at the end of their T side, so it was kind of an easy matter of closing things out. Timeout taken. Timeout taken from Ence, talking things over as the guns come out, making sure they get started on the right foot. We've seen these halves, as Ence did to OG, snowball out of control if you can't get anything going early on the CT side, and it feels like the whole map is an issue. Yeah, and for that particular matchup, right, we did kind of go through and talk about it a little bit. You have to sort of steel your mind a bit when you're on the CT side of this map and realize that there's a good chance that you won't have that many rounds to play around with. If you can get the first 5 rounds on the board, you're probably doing okay. You have a way of getting back into it. So obviously, even more so, then it sucks for Ence not to be able to claim the first 3 rounds after winning the pistol. But still, you have to have some mental fortitude to keep it going, even if it's a rough beginning to the half here. Because you are going to have probably a pretty good crack at it once you get to the T side yourselves. Yeah,
and you were able to work the map very well, so have some confidence in your own T side. Maybe that helps sustain some of the tough stretches of your defense. Already, Faze is challenging into the B bomb site. Twist and Brokey peering in. Nert's close to the right behind the pillar. Snappy's going to be positioned in towards Dark. Defensive smoke is going to force Brokey and Twist back. But there was a little element of danger there. And that's a mini victory for Faze as well, forcing out utility that Ence just don't have a lot of this early in the half.
Yeah, that's true. They actually have almost nothing left. I didn't even notice. Over a minute. Madden, thinking about it. They do have the double setup in the middle. Quick trade. Madden comes in with a shot. That's the bomb on the ground, but I don't think you really do anything to hold it here. Just take the W right now and walk away with it. More people are starting to show up, and Madden actually gets one more. The reinforcements, though, there was Diha coming in. He's going to go down as well. 2 versus 3, but they do pick up the bomb. And now Rops is clearing out that A side.
Yeah, perfectly smart play. He realizes all the attention in middle. Someone's shifted off of the A bomb site, and he finds the gap in the defense. He's opened up the option for Brokey to rotate around. Now, Madden has done the exact same thing. Madden is actually flanking Brokey, who's coming late. This is a phenomenal timing. As long as Snappy and Nerds don't get picked off, Madden, be patient for this play to come to fruition.
Oh, yeah, he should be. And now he's very patient, waiting. Nuts with the 1 kill, and he's got no idea. Rops had no clue that he was coming in from that side. So yeah, good flank. A good round. 2-3. It's an expensive one, and that's really worth keeping an eye on. Ence are not going to have any money really going forward, but they managed to win it anyway. Of course, on the Faze side of things, they're still going to be able to buy.
Picked up a free op, though, which is very nice for Ence. It took a long time on Nuke for Sunpius to pick that weapon up. Took him like 9-10 rounds into the half before he grabbed it for the first time. So here on Anubis, he's got it out pretty quickly going into round number 6 by virtue of prying it out of Brokey's cold dead hands. Still light on nades, still light on utility, still not comfortable position for Ence to be in.
Oh, it definitely isn't, is it? It's so early on that still don't have a strong feeling for this one. We saw OG with some really aggressive plays, you remember, from the A-bomb side, how they sort of pushed their way out, and Ence actually managed to counter it really, really well. Ence now on their CT side, they're not really doing that at the moment. They're really far back. They're being a little bit more conservative towards the A side. Shuffling around the defense in the middle of the map while keeping 2 people on the B-bomb side. Try and see if they can join over here. And they're actually quite heavily leaned. Even that mid defense right now, it's a step away from being a 3rd man on the A-bomb side.
Yep, with the aggressive defense as well. Madden's going to tuck himself into a corner. There's the flashbang. So he gets blinded by an extra one coming out. Diha able to spray down 1. And as you mentioned, there's the 1 step Sunpius took with the off. Grabs the angle, grabs the first kill. They try and keep him pinned down, and he delivers another. 3 on 2. Sunpius has arrived.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? The last one was a really cheeky shot. He maybe didn't need to peek that. He probably could have stayed a little bit safe, but my God, did he look good. Twist with 37 seconds here. If they made a mistake, if somebody walked into his crosshair here, then maybe he could be sprung into action to go for it. But he realizes the bomb is on the ground. I'm not going to be able to fight my way in there. And he's going to try and back out, save the AK. They're going to tie up the scoreline. 3-3. And moving into the 7th round.
Yeah, that's a great defense from Ence. That is just keeping Sunpius in that position to be able to support the bomb site and obviously delivering the 3 kills. This is the opening from Kerrigan, jumping around, jumping just through the end of the smoke, but then it's all Sunpius from there. 2nd kill is his, and this one's great. Peeking out a little bit wider, catches Brokey, throwing a Molotov, just barely takes his head off. And we're all tied up at 3.
Yeah, we are. And again, this is the less favorite side of the map here, the CT side for Ence. They won the pistol, but then immediately got knocked out in the 2nd round. So the fact that they're back up and tying up the game is probably actually a pretty impressive feat. This could be so much more one-sided at the moment. First time out being called now for Faze as they want to discuss what is going on and how do we find a way back?
Discussing their buy mostly, I think, trying to decide if they want to fully invest here because they were right on the edge. But a couple players picking up AK-47s, but not buying too much behind it. And now, right at the end, they decide to go all the way in. So kind of dipped their toes in the water and then decided to take the plunge. 2 AKs, a Galil, and 2 Tech 9s. Plenty of nades.
Yeah, that buy. The 2 Tech 9s kind of suggest, okay, you could justify putting some speed behind this one. You could try and rush a position. Nice smoke to build a wall and just go straight for the kill on Kerrigan.
Sunpius loves that peek as well with the AWP, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for that one as well. That's going to come out frequently with that deep smoke and that peek down towards canals. Here it's Madden with the opening kill in that position. Nerds over in dark is going to find one right through the smoke. Knew what was coming. There's another lurker there. It's Rops, but Twist and Brokey are completely blocked out. Faze is completely blocked out. Rops has gone down, and there's way too much resistance for this hit to work. Twist and Brokey back off to find a new avenue of attack.
And even Madden just jumping out of the window there in the middle. straight down into the river and backstabbing them as they were trying to execute something onto that. Twist and Brokey, yeah. They're just wandering around the map. It's a minute left. It's a long time to be lost.
They fell back to look for this push. They just looked in the wrong area. They didn't expect Madden to already be in T-spawn, so the timing of his flank is going to be awesome. They have no idea it's coming. Or do they?
You're right, it was on their mind, but I mean, how long can you really spend time looking for that one?
He's actually not, hold the phone, doubled up, and you do not want to give a 1v1 over to Brokey considering Madden has no HP. I was gonna say, Twist actually wasn't looking for it. He's playing anti-flash. He's playing for a flash if someone wants to aggressively kind of peek from the CT side. He's looking in the direction, but not prepared for anything. And Brokey's gonna head right at Madden's position. Footsteps being heard.
Yeah, they know. And he's already moved so far back. It's very hard for Brokey to read this at the moment. Only 10 seconds left, so he practically has to run on there and just pick up the bomb and just try and plant it. Oh, he's right on the other side. He could knife him. He could if he wanted to, but he's not that crazy yet.
Not config levels of crazy.
No, which is probably good news.
Yeah, stay off that one. 4-3. Here's the opening from Madden. Good find.
Oh, then he makes the jump down after this kill. He's like, all right, here we go. That's so sick.
Madden had some banging rounds as well on Nuke. He was a huge impact player, so delivering some impact himself early on Anubis. He's given Ence a 1-round lead. 4-3.
Round number 8. Money's starting to look very questionable on the Faze side. As you could tell, a scout in play and 3 deagles and a Tech 9. Man, Ence are actually cementing really good first half. I'm really impressed if I put on the Faze glasses for a second, you're going to be a bit worried now. This is starting to look quite impressive, I've got to say. Madden still the tip of the spear right now, but Dihar is there. Sampayas is there. If they don't turn it around pretty soon, Faze, then the money is going to start to swell on the Ence side of things. And they could have a real uphill battle on their hands for the second half. Leaning towards that A side again. A bomb plant right now would be really helpful. Going to be difficult. Smoke's up. Now it's just... Yeah, they're going to walk out. They're like, all right, what's even left here? 40 seconds. Can try and throw some flashes through the windows. Maybe they get the bomb plant down here, but they should be knocked out when they get in there.
Should be. Here we go at range, Diha. The initial contact, Sampayas can add a kill in, and now the spray down happens. Now it's nice and easy. Brokey scout falls, so does Rop's pistol, and 2-round lead for Ence.
And this is where the money starts to build, right? No casualties, CT side. They get to keep everything alive. No bomb plant either for the Faze side, so they'll get a little bonus, a little $800 extra, just to make it a little bit sweeter.
And I want to go back to something that Des kind of talked about. I mean, just leading into this matchup of, Anubis not being a map that either of them are particularly great on, but I mean, more than anything, just the last time, like Faze only has three maps played on Anubis in the last 3 months, and the last time they played it was a month ago. So, I mean, it's been a while since they've had, like, a match scenario on this map. And you can practice it all you want, and you can put things into the theory and put things into ideation, but actually applying them inside of a game time server, a live server, is a completely different environment. So Faze, a lot of the things that they discussed throughout the boot camp leading into the major on this map, it's all being kind of put to the test live here.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I mean, the fact that it's such a new map, presumably the meta changes quicker than you might expect on this one. Somebody found out a little trick, and that could bring them a lot of rounds through. Madden's going to get tested again and traded as well against Kerrigan. Diha's a little bit of a scary position there. Maybe could have got shot in the back, but it's a 4-on-4, 2 and 2. Under a minute left here. Snappy, Kerrigan just crouching down on the other side. He hears the jumping. He knows that there's someone back there.
This is a big win for one of these guys. Whoever wins it, Snappy, it's going to come out. That's a huge, massive win because that keeps the rotations between the bomb site. Nertz is going to hear tons of footsteps. He's calling it out for Sampayas to be ready. First kill, but not expecting Brokey's swing.
Did they hear the drop down? I don't know. They're going to check anyway. Now they definitely know. Rops is going to be getting the kill. Spins around and strikes down Snappy. And quickly throwing that Molotov on there just to maybe try and buy a little bit of space. Dihar is a little bit further away. Coming into it with no grenades in his back pocket either. Right now, if he had a Molotov of his own, that would have been everything. And he's holding it. Rops, he's got the right idea. Dihar, he has to be quick with it, and he can't. Rops with a beautiful round right here. 3 kills in total. Putting another round on the board for Faze. One day badly needed.
Yeah, 1v3 as well from Rops. That's huge to keep them on the board. And he's been, as we mentioned the last map, he's been so good all day long. 30 kills on Overpass, the opening map. High 20s on Nuke. He's delivered a stellar performance and a huge clutch here on Anubis to keep them fighting back. So all that money that was built up by Ence in that 4-round streak, it's pretty much depleted after this buy. Sunpius back on the AWP, but it disappeared oh so quickly.
Okay, this is a quick setup outside of the B-bomb site. Much faster than we're used to seeing. Last time I think they got slowed down, but this time they got 2 MAC-10s, and they're just going to go for it. There are 2 people who have any head armor on the other side, so the MAC-10 could be lethal if they find one of those. Flashes are everywhere, but the first kill, the opening kill, it goes the way of Sunpius, and that's not bad. That'll slow them down right at the edge of the flames. Ready and waiting. Sunpius going to get one more kill. And Nerds following it up. It's beautiful. They wanted the Molotov him out of there, but he stayed around. They only lose 1 player on that defense. Ence answering back in style. 6-4. And the money once again disappeared for Faze.
Yeah, a nice double kill from Nerds, but also Sunpius with his own double kill, including this first one. And this takes a lot of the danger away from the hit. There's no one aggressive after that. That first kill from Sunpius, that's the initial thrust from Faze that's blunted by his AWP. And they don't have access to anything after that. There's no ability for them to swarm around the bomb site. This is an issue now for Faze. Down 2 rounds, as you mentioned, out of money. And things, when they have the weapons, are not looking clean at the moment.
I'm definitely getting a bit worried. You getting worried, Jason, yet for Faze?
Not worried yet, but I'm getting, you know, suspicious. Does that work? Probably.
Yeah, I'll buy suspicious. That's okay. Rops just banging them out in the middle. 2 headshots as they try to rush it down. They wanted to put the aggression on. Sunpius, now is the time. He's going to be picking up the shot, and Madden's out hunting. He's just been let loose on this map. He's everywhere. So in spite of Rops doing a lot of work here, they're still kind of stuck. They're all boxed into this tiny position. Dihar's there as well. The spray is excellent, and he just mows them all down.
Oh, you got everything you wanted that round if you're Faze, too. Remember, that was a 5-on-3 if you're Faze, and it all slips out of control. Sunpius again. Called him out on Overpass for a quiet game. Nuke was a little bit better. A lot better, I should say. But here, he's having direct impact in terms of turning the fortunes in these rounds.
Yeah. Well, they can feel it. Imagine the headline. Ence qualify for the Legend stage over Faze. Them qualifying it itself, I'm not sure is that shocking. Ence, I think, have proven themselves for a while now.
They've been on the rise.
Over Faze is interesting, right?
Yeah, certainly. That calls, I mean, not just a great thing for Ence, but also maybe perhaps a worrying sign a little bit for Faze. You start to have a little bit more doubt in that team. And that's just what happens when you're expected to be the best team in the world.
True.
Expectations are high for Faze. Down 3 on this 3rd and deciding map.
Madden, I feel like he's such an X factor right now in that mid position, because sometimes they go and fight him, but when they don't, he just lets loose. He's just immediately, he's like, all right, I'm going to go and fight on your side then.
Also, it's nice he had the little peek out windows in the canal early to get an opening pick, because he's thrown that smoke pretty much every single time, so it's really kind of, oh, this time he gets caught, but he's been able to kind of mask it, and he's been able to throw a couple different looks, and Faze is being kept a little honest by that smoke when they see it deployed.
Yeah, they have to respect it now. They have to think, okay, well, there could be some sort of weird play happening behind it. Brokey's still worried that there's a second player in the middle that they don't know about that snuck through. And Nerds is going to go trying to find one of these fights. Is he not seeing the gun barrel? I guess he isn't. Rain, I thought maybe that was going to be obvious. They lined up for him. And they will get the kill from Rops at the very least. Still a 4 versus 3 here. Hence, hard round to win now. Almost the point where you say you could try and gamble it and put all 3 in one bomb site just to go for it.
Sunpius starting to shift as you say that. Op being brought towards middle.
There we go. The lineup. They lose Snappy. It's all on Diha. He's alone at the bomb site. There's no backup here, and almost out of bullets as well. Robs is doing all of the work. It's another triple for him. Jay said he's up to 15 kills, and it's just the Spanish sniper left, 1 versus 3. And unless they give him a chance here, I think saving the AWP is the better choice.
Absolutely. Money's not the prettiest thing in the world. Look at Nertz. Look at Snappy. Keep this weapon in your hand. Don't want to rebuy the AWP. He's looking for one parting gift on the exit from Faze, who's going to be up to 5 rounds. You're exactly right. Rops does all the work, but not as like any kind of aggressor whatsoever, playing passively, trading the exchange in canals, lurking things out, keeping a player trapped in dark, not letting him feel comfortable, forcing him to take fights that he wants at range with the AK-47. Just 2 rounds back now. Anubis is a very close affair. While Nuke was heavily T-sided, massive runs from both teams on their offense. This has been a little back and forth.
Yeah, but I've got to say, the fact that Ence already have 7 rounds is a real sign of trouble in my book. Means they probably have set themselves up very, very nicely. We know they could do a lot of work on their T side. They proved that last time. Snappy's calling was really impressive. They had such a good read. So yeah, I'd definitely be a little bit scared if I was Faze at the moment. They also need somebody else outside of Robs, right? Nobody else is even really... I mean, I guess Brokey's kind of close to double digits, but they need somebody else to step it up. Rain or Twist, preferably, would be nice to catch the other 2 there.
Superficial damage to Kerrigan with that nade. Coming at Sun Pius, who's had a hot hand with the AWP, sees the Molotov stream in, steps into the fight, spam down through smoke. All perfect utility. This is a beautiful execute from Faze. Dia's gonna do his best to try and bring this back. He's got the support of Nertz, but Rain jumps up. Nertz, he's ignoring it for the moment. He's stepping forward, and Rain's gonna grab an easy one. He hunted him down, never lost track of Nertz's position.
Yeah, and good communication for nobody else to fight Nertz while this is happening, right? Probably just calling a little bit of a freeze then. And the bomb is going to get planted. A very aggressive style, but it absolutely worked out. They ran through that smoke that was down. So that's also kind of something to maybe write down is, yeah, you can throw that smoke. You can sort of toss it down right in front, but if the T's really want to come through, they probably can.
And Rop's even spamming through the smoke to cover for the re-peek behind the pillar from Sun Pius is able to get the kill. He's the one providing the opening space, even on the other side of the smoke. Faze within 1, and money gone from Ence.
6 on the side of them, yeah. They need everything right here. I would say try the best you can to make this an 8-7 round. Makes it feel a little bit better at the end, I'm sure, as well. And they could. Again, the money's been in a really weird position for Ence for a while. Even if they've been winning the rounds, it's been a lot of really close ones. So it's not like they have a ton of cash on that side.
Rob's had 57 kills in this series coming into map number 3.
My God.
He's been lights out. 10 above Brokey, who's 2nd place on his team, and 16 above Madden, who's the top fragger for Ence across the first 2 maps. He's in a carry mode for Faze.
Doesn't look like he's stopping here. He's got himself a real day. Just need somebody else to step it up, right? Him and Brokey.
I don't know. At the moment, it feels like it's kind of enough to claw them back into Anubis at the very least, right? Like it's yeah, I mean, certainly you would like another one. But I mean, his kind of crazy performance helped to win them overpass and obviously helped keep Nuke close. Doing a good job here for Faze. 73 kills so far in this series. Timeout comes to a close. And Alpen Sun Pius, he forces it up. Glass cannon. That's a risky investment, but with 2 rounds left, there's not any kind of crazy consequences to it.
No, there isn't. And I mean, if, you know what? I'll give him the shot here. He's been playing really well on the last couple, or this map and the last one. See if he can change the course of this round with just the 1 AWP. Why not? Snappy's got an M4. Hasn't found anything in the middle yet. They're patiently waiting. Faze. They would love to see if there's going to be some sort of a tell about what's coming. They already can guess the economy's low on Ence, so it's a classic scenario where you could see the CT side go a little bit aggressive and try and do something. Careful now. Sun Pius is on the other side. He's not actually going to get the flick. Good flashbang to go over. Pushes him a little bit further back.
Also gives away the game. Kerrigan calls it out. Op on the field of play. Op over in middle, which gives Rain confidence to start swinging and checking into the B bomb site. He's got Brokey and Twist joining up with him. It's just Nerds. Madden is rotating back. Oh, the double dink with the USP. That's an important prong of this attack taken out.
Yeah, it definitely is. Also picking up that AK right off the bat. That's a big problem here. Twist isolating one of the USPs, and actually, Madden goes down anyway. Brokey and Twist just opening up this whole bomb site. So in spite of some early success here on the side of Ence, it will not make a difference in the end. Rain will get another shot off, and now the AWP is going to be hunted.
It's not going to survive, surely.
No.
Rops is already coming in from behind, and yeah, that's way too early for Sun Pius to expect. They lose everything. The op that was forced up, and also, I mean, Snappy sticking around and actually going for things. That's an M4. If he had saved, he could have dropped over to Sun Pius. So Ence losing a lot of resources right at the end of this round might be a little too costly. 7-7. 15th round is for the lead.
Fine. Let's get the last one.
I think showing up with that AK at the bomb site, that needed to be an instant kill, right? As soon as that doesn't work out, it's just most of the USPs left, and there's nothing they can really do. 7-7, all tied up. A chance for either team to walk away with a little bit of a lead. Tiny lead. Rain in the middle. Gonna get out-dueled by Snappy when he just makes it back. That is scarily close.
Yeah, actually, Rain does a fantastic job there. 1 kill and 93 damage to Snappy, who's going to have to be really, really picky about which fights he takes and which position he holds. It gives a lot of room over to Rops to start lurking towards dark. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to play with no presence for Ence in middle at the moment. Madden's aggressive style that he opened this map up with has been largely negated. Yeah, that's a little awkward.
They have another grenade. They could try and really burn it out if they want to make absolutely sure that no one's here, but 3 people at the bomb site, Jason. They're ready to defend this one. They have a really good locked triangle. It'll be tricky to push them out of it. Sun Pius up close. They line up, but it's a double spray down. That's everything you could have wanted, and now Madden's trying to take on over. Are you expecting a third player to be here? Brokey, 1 versus 2, and he is expecting. He kind of is checking for it already. And Snappy, or actually Deha going to come in for the kill. All right, a lead at the end for Ence. Brilliant play. First half is done. The second half is coming up right after this.
It wasn't an arena, but remember the 1v1 I had against Nav?
Okay,
It was like the all-Canadian round.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one was actually
All
funny.
right.
Yeah, rewatching that, I laughed for sure.
This is Canada versus Canada.
Oh my, nothing can go wrong here. I've never been so apathetic to an outcome in my life.
Right. I'm going to apologize no matter what happens.
I'm already smiling.
I'm happy for whoever wins it and sorry for whoever loses.
Sorry. Oh, he's just bleeding time off the clock.
Oh, he's playing Twist like a
God,
fiddle.
Canadians are so smart.
No kit either. It's done.
Oh,
such
and in Canadian fashion, it's full pacifist. No one shoots each other.
Sorry I had to blow up your site, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, no problem. It's just your job.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, the most pacifist clutch ever. You both survived and walked away. It was
No
just,
damage taken
yeah.
from either opponent.
Okay.
mid.
Nice. C4.
Oh, I
I'm
smoke
nading
up
mid.
B.
One more mid. I can flash.
I smoke fully.
I'm flashing
I
mid.
leave.
They molly camera. One mid at least.
Maybe I
Bomb.
said.
You have bomb.
One more mid. One more mid.
Running
One
out
side.
here. Heaven 1
Side.
HP inside. Searching camera.
Dead up.
Heaven
The
1
camera.
HP.
Heaven. Nice. I have up. Nice man. You make heaven.
Well, there we go, Jason. A bit of a tug of war in that first half. A lot of back and forth going on. It's cut direct down the middle. It's an 8-7 finish in favor of Ence. And the third map to decide who gets to qualify for the Legends stage. You want to be done with it here today. You don't want to be playing on.
And I'm excited that this is the deciding half. Ence on the T side, because we saw them absolutely work OG around this map yesterday. But OG gave up mid a lot. OG did not have a lot of presence in the middle of the map, and Ence used that primarily to exploit everything. You're not going to get that same luxury versus Faze. They're going to challenge you for map control and space. Rain's got the first kill. He's the only defender, and he's fighting a retreating battle. Can't get away into safety, and all of a sudden, Plant going down 4-on-4.
There's a good headshot to begin with, but he just got stuck in that corner. It's very awkward. So is this one for Carrigan. A headshot there would have made nice to set up the retake with. No kit in play at the moment. Don't think there's one on the ground either. This is going to be a very, very hard bomb site to retake. Carrigan, oh my god, what a flick. He just deleted Nerds out of the map. Carrigan, he's going to keep it going. He wants the round. Sampayas on his own, trying to fight it back with Carrigan. He slaughtered every single one of them. And they are straight on that defuse. That is a miracle shot, that first one.
Yeah, and it's such an important miracle to get as well, because Twist is waiting to lurk in towards Dark, but he knows someone's going to be watching it. He can only make his move when kills happen inside the bomb site. So yeah, you get this kill if you're Carrigan. You get this follow-up kill, and all of a sudden, Madden has to turn his gaze. All due to Carrigan, which allows Twist to activate and really seal that round. Yeah, all you can really do is raise your eyebrows and wonder. 8-8, we're all tied up.
Something like that really had to happen for the round to even be possible at that stage. You know, even at the end, you saw without the kit, it gets kind of close, right? So if they're not fast kills with the USB, they're not even going to be in contention for it.
Yeah, if they're a little bit labored, take a little bit too long. Aggression with the MAC-10. Twist a little bit late to swing out the door. Madden had the advantage. Now swaps out to the rifle, but not going to press the issue. Content with the control gotten at double doors.
Yeah, I think they just want to wait and see, right? They want to wait and see if there's an over-aggression on the CT side.
There it is. That's exactly what they wanted. And you're right. Hit the pause button. See what the reaction is going to be. See what the next move is going to be from Faze. And it's Rain to go down. And now you can work the map. Now Snappy's living the dream.
3 versus 5. And it's almost silly as it seems, because you just lost a player trying to find more information. You almost need to do something again, like either that or you stack a bomb site with all 3 players.
That's exactly what they're doing, is stacking the bomb site. Rops is quietly making his way over towards B. They're going to have 3 players at the point of attack. Kerrigan's got to do something in the initial salvo. He forces a TK.
Yes, he does. Brokey trying to fight it back as well. The bomb is on the ground here, but they've isolated him, and Robs is out in the open. He should be dead, and he will be. Nerds to pick up a double right at the end of the round. They did walk into the stack, and Snappy is fired up. He's feeling it right now. He knows that round was a huge one to pick up. Yeah, I mean, this is such an early point to get an opening advantage, and I like the call from Adam just to back away. Reigns swings out a little bit too wide and can't get back into safety. A nice hit from there. Even with 3 defenders, Ence manage it so well. The numbers is 5-on-3. They can play the trade game. Sometimes is he the one yelling out Horosh?
I think so.
Okay. Great. I love it. Some damage. A nade. Is it going to be a touchdown? It will be. Finding Brokey in the back. That's great.
This is a huge play. The fact that Nerds gets 1 more before Kerrigan can make this play is really painful. Might not be able to escape, but Madden lets him go. Stops the spray. 3-on-3, but Snappy and Diha are working their way into the A bomb site, and Rops is playing it passively, hidden for the moment. Wants to go for the element of surprise.
Oh, finally, there's the kill on Kerrigan. Molotov, in case you wanted to peek, he's going to try and make a run for it anyway. That actually almost works. Oh, no, Rops, what a stunning headshot. The flames will finally consume him, but...
Twist is a 1-on-1 here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to speed it up because he knows the Molotov is in place, but if he can find this kill quickly, it puts a lot of pressure onto Madden.
That smoke really slowed it down. It's actually brilliant smoke. He's still going to find it right on top. If he had a kit, he might be able to win the round right away, but he has no idea how close Madden is. And Madden is a little bit worried. He should realize there's no kit in play. He's just going to try and jiggle it out. Twist goes down anyway. That's close. I think if he had the defuse kit, he might have straight up won the round, but there's just no way for them to have it in the round.
Nope, not at all. That's a very nice win for Ence, but it got close. This is a good swing from Rops. Even the follow-up after the aggression plays it very passively, and Rops almost wins this round single-handedly. That kill I thought would do it. The extra Molotov really ruins his day.
It's wild. This is my favorite part of the Major, is that the level of emotion is just so high. And I guarantee you, if you're new, if it's your first time watching a Counter-Strike Major, just wait until we get the elimination games, and you're going to see all the tears coming out, all the heartbreak. But at the same time, it kind of shows you the level of investment these teams had for some of them. This is what the whole year has been about.
Opening kill for Sunpius, and Snappy's immediately going to pull the team over to the B bomb site, exploiting Dark. He's going to lead the way into the bomb site. They're going to find it clear as Faze is shifted to the other side of the map. Another free plant, 11th round for Ence. They're going to take a 3-round lead before Faze is able to get the guns in hand. Little
burst from Snappy. The round is already won, so there's no problem here. 5 versus 3.
Swap it out. Go get you some money. Get you some cash flow, young man. Nert's going to turn the corner. And that's a little bit awkward. Sent to his death by Snappy.
By you, Jason.
By me. Yeah, that too.
Encouraging him. Leading him astray. Leading him from the righteous path.
I like the idea, though. Go make some bank. I got dinked. Take it away.
Oh, they're putting pressure on. They want to try and see if they can suck people into the blast.
No, no one's going to be caught off by this. There's no time for any kind of defuse whatsoever. So a couple extra stat padding kills, maybe not. That's actually not a bad frag to get at the end. Diha loses an AK-47, forces a rebuy. Not the biggest punish in the world, but every little bit counts.
Yeah, it does, especially now that the game is still as tight as it is. 11-8, 3-round gap, and absolutely anything could happen at this point in time. The money is going to be heavily in favor of Ence at the moment, but Faze are able to force up. They do not have the AWP and Brokey, which is a pretty significant downgrade, but they have 3 M4A1s and 2 M4A4s. And no kit either. Still not a diffuse kit in sight. And actually only, okay, 2 people that had armor against the MAC-10.
Quiet round from Ence. They start slow and calculated.
Yeah, they really want to see if there's some movement on the Faze side, which so far not really the case. Burning out the front of it, it's just the lentils that are going up so far.
Okay, they're showing presence towards A. They're taking control of A halls, forcing out some utility there. They're showing a mid-take with Molotov and smoke as well. 3 defenders lured over towards the A bomb site off the initial utility. And Ence is going elsewhere. Snappy, Sunpius, and Diha going to start working their way up canals. Meanwhile, Faze getting aggressive in the A halls. Twist is starting to clear things out and see nobody's home, so Brokey's going to shift over, but he's not going to be there in time.
Oh, what a jump shot. Snappy, how do you win that fight? He had to push for the Molotov to try and do it as well. Carrigan, he saw just the shadow through the smoke, but he can't get the job done. Sunpius instead to get that shot, and a 3 versus 5, and they're already backing out. They know this is not worth it.
Yeah, you can't account for Snappy's MAC-10 jumping in to get a dink and cleaning up the initial kill. That's on Rain as well, no slouch. But once again, just good calling from Snappy. Pulling 3 players, pulling a 3rd defender to the A bomb site with utility, and immediately transitioning into the canal sit. You have complete map control, you feel safe to move around the map. And he finds a gap in the defense. Creates it, really, with that MAC-10.
Yeah. He really did. This is, oh, the first dink there and then the follow-up, absolutely sickening. And this smoke did not look like that from Carrigan's point of view, did it? It was way, a little bit wider and maybe a little bit thicker too.
Pressure starting to mount for Faze in this qualification series. Not the same pressure as being sent home, but just wanting to make it through this challenger stage without any issues. But Ence has certainly proven to be a problem. Gutsy win on Nuke. It took them a while to close it out, but here on Anubis, they're looking superior at the start.
4-round gap. Yeah, you're right. It isn't the same amount of pressure, but I guarantee you, if you're Faze right now, you just want to be done with it. You want the luxury of having a bit of a timeout, polish what you learned so far, And especially right now, if you're Robs, you don't want to lose this. He has 21 kills. He's absolutely off the rails, Jason. And yet, they're 4 rounds behind. He's had one of the most impressive best of 3s I've seen in a while out of a single player. And it doesn't seem like it's enough.
Up to 78 kills in the series.
Come on, man. This is outrageous. Yeah, he's really dropped it on them, but he needs somebody else. A couple of more people.
Well, at least this time he's going to be the initial defense. It's Diha's turn to get flashed in towards A main and clear things out. Counter flash to activate. Rops almost works perfectly. He's going to press the issue, but doesn't take the deep angle. Just sits and waits right by the table. Oh, counter flash again. The exchange of utility, and it's Rops who gets caught out. Brokey was already shifting over to the B bomb site because this is what the previous round looked like, and now Rain is once again pulled into action and once again exploited.
Yeah, Snappy just... Oh, they're actually coming back for it. I thought they were just going to use it as a distraction, but they really want to go for this bomb site. 30 seconds, Carrigan making up for the last round. Big double kill. He's got to stay alive as well in here. Only 25 seconds. Again, that smoke. They can see so much behind it, and they're going to get the headshot. Man, that is something you have to learn on the CT side. You can't just ignore that smoke. It looks different from the T side. The bomb still planted right in front as Brogy's trying to clutch the round. He cannot. Nuts will take him down. And it ends now, taking heavy steps towards Legends qualification.
Snappy is once again working this map, and he's showing a lot of danger when Ents have map control. There's no one on Faze playing like Madden did. Remember, like pushing up, finding information, clearing things out, trying to get flanks out whatsoever. Ents have complete control of transitioning through canals at all times. Ents is not afraid of anything.
Timeout used. Faze getting a chance to talk things through. Robban being put into play. They really need it now. 13-8. They are so poor on the Faze side. They really don't have the cash to keep up the fight with. If you had to take a guess, who is the most likely player right now to try and join Robs at that level? Like, who's the next player that they can really put into play at the moment?
I feel like Rain's in a position to do it as the player who's kind of been sliding into dark when they've been transitioning. He's been caught out twice now, but it's obviously going to be a critical point of the map as it's the way Ence is moving between the bomb sites and throwing these fakes. Rops goes down, this time no utility. They just swing wide and take control. Deep flashbangs are out. Twist is blind. He's gone down. Nertz is going to fall. One deke from Brokey, but traded off. And again, Ence in complete control, and again, Ence gonna build on this lead. It's now gonna be up to 6, and they're 2 rounds away from the Legend stage.
That's a very decisive round. No question in their mind that they were gonna be able to run through that part of the map. And you're right, 2 rounds away, just 2 single rounds. Carrigan and Rain. The Deagle, sure, you could save it. I mean, it's better than nothing. The M4, obviously the real deal. They love to pick something up here. The smoke as well. Sunpias actually does go down, but they're throwing more people. They really don't want to let anyone get away with another rifle here. So they steal that back. 14-8. Ents have really shown up today. But how badly they got punished at the opening of that first map, it just looked like, all right, this is going to be real easy for Faze.
I mean, it's also the X factor of Anubis being the 3rd and deciding map,
Yeah,
right? With the inexperience, as we kind of highlighted. Faze haven't played this game, this map in an official in about a month. Ents having just played it the other day, and Snappy just doing a great job of calling at the moment. Back-to-back Anubis games where he's just been a masterclass on the T side.
Yeah, it's been impressive. They're doing it again right now. Twist jiggles into it. Behind the flashbang, that was Carrigan setting it up, and it's really wonderful work. Nertz on the other side, though, keeping Ents in the round with a quick shot, making it a 3 versus 4. And Rain's got to be real careful. He's got some backup here. You don't want to take the fight right now. You don't really have to.
Rops and Twist are both just parked in middle at the moment, very aggressive in that position. Sunpias is going to investigate into the A bomb site. As long as Snappy doesn't go down here, it looks like he wants to drop the bomb so he can be more aggressive with a little bit of safety. Nertz is in covering him as well. What a heads-up play. Sunpias is creeping closer to the A bomb site. However, it's a little bit interesting considering Twist and Rops have aggressive control of middle. Twist can have all the information of the fallback, so can Rops. A minute left and Sunpias is calling them over.
Oh, Robs, he just missed the timing. They've walked past the middle. He's going to go check again and find nobody. I can't believe it. He was looking there. You're absolutely right. He should have been able to spot a shoulder of somebody.
It's going to be on Twist, I think. With his timing peeking dark, he's peering into the B bomb site now. When he slides back, and ooh, Nertz and Snappy might just walk the long way around him.
Yeah, they will. But when you get it back to the A-bomb site, will you ever check this corner? They are a little bit weary about it. Oh, my God, a missed shot. He might have a chance. Robs will find the headshot in return. Out in the open, though, and Snappy takes him down. Nertz will drop Twist, and now it's Rain. Late for the bomb plant. He can't stop that from happening, but he can try and clutch the 1 versus 2. He's going to get the first kill. Jumps down. A heroic play out in the open, and Nertz will find his face right away. And it's almost done. 15-8. Faze needs 7 rounds in a row to get into overtime right now. I don't think anyone believes that can happen at the moment.
Quad kill from Nertz. This has been his map to pop off for Ence to bring them forward. It feels like it's been a different player on every map. Overpass was Snappy at 23 kills. Nuke was Madden, and Sun Pius had good games. This one is all Nertz leading the way and having some critical frags.
Again, you've got to say, for all the Ence organization's been through, they found another team that works. It's so magnificent. They have really proven over the ages that they know how to build Counter-Strike teams from the ground up. Over and over again, and even losing some heavy-hitting players in the past, and they still just carry on forward. Robs with a spray, but Diha on a good return. 4 versus 3. And now Twist put into play finally here. He's got 9 kills behind that one, and a 3-on-3 to ensue. But again, just like in the previous round, it's Sun Pius to move into the A-bomb site.
It's the exact same round. Same 3 players for Ence are alive as well. Sun Pius has already slid in towards the pillar. It's Twist who's got to come over and investigate.
Yeah, he wants to take a look, but last time at least they found him in the bomb site with the AWP and they got a headshot on him. It's so hard to clear this out. Now, Twist is on the other side. They're almost back-to-back against each other. 50 seconds on the clock. The bomb's still lingering. Oh, they might just take the middle route. Oh, yep. Dear Jason. This is a sick play.
The question is Twist just going to stay parked in this corner? Can he hold his nerve long enough? Rain is shifting over. There's an awkward timing that might come into play. And oh, this is everything. Snappy with the hard clear. Nertz is left to lurk in middle. There goes Rain. Ence are going to be legends. It's only Kerrigan to put a stop to it here.
1 versus 3. They've outplayed him so badly on this map. Ence are to be respected. I'm sure everyone will remember. There's the kill. Snappy to take down the captain of the opposing team. And you're right, Ence are at the legend stage.
That's a magnificent statement victory, especially on Anubis, and establishing that they can play the map at the Major is all important as well. Faze never had a chance in the second half. Ence worked them, and they seem a little bit